Hey everyone, welcome to day 46. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today I'm going to take you through a routine on how to mobilize and also to strengthen your hip flexor, also known as your iliopsoas. So this muscle lays really deep inside your lower back, and then it goes from your lower back into the front of your hips. So it kind of crosses the body in half by going from the back to the front. And it's your primary hip flexor of the body. Oftentimes when that either gets too restricted or tight, it can often cause pain as well as to the lower back. And sometimes it also could be weak on one side versus the other, which may throw off your pelvis and cause imbalance. So we're going to do a little bit of a floor routine today to figure out what feels tight or loose on one side and how we can restructure and lengthen as well as strengthen our iliopsoas muscles or our hip flexors. So today I'm going to ask you to join me on your stomach to start off, and you're not going to need any props today. So, laying on your stomach, take your hands and make a little pillow for your forehead. Resting your forehead down, releasing the hips, maybe shimmying side to side. Letting your legs fall out to the side and letting the tops of the feet stretch here. And we're using the floor as feedback, so you're going to continue to be in that same position as I talk. So as you let your belly and your pubic bone and the two halves of your pelvis kind of release and rest down onto the floor, I want you to start breathing into your lower belly. So feeling the lower belly puff up, and then relax on the exhale. So on the inhale, you should feel how your body or your spine is moving away from the floor. And then on your exhale, how it releases down. So just being on your stomach oftentimes helps to stretch out the front of the legs, because essentially we are in the opposite position of sitting or flexing. We're in an extended position when we lay on the floor. So this might just feel like a good starting point. This is also really great for detoxing, helping to massage the organs just with a tiny bit of pressure, as well as your deep belly breathing here. Taking one more round of breath. And now start to keep your head down, but start to take one leg out to the side like this. So my hip is at 90 degrees, my knee is at 90 degrees, and my ankle is at 90 degrees. Okay. From here, you're just going to hang out here and breathe. And I want you to try and feel how just changing the position of one of your legs feels on the opposite hip. Again, taking one more round of breath. And then starting to slowly, keeping your leg in that same position, just prop up onto your forearms. Okay, now this is super important what you're going to do with your arms. So you're going to press the entire length of your forearms and hands down into the floor. And imagine like you're trying to drag them back so that you feel like you're trying to pull your chest through your arms. And now start to take a few deep breaths here. Feeling how that sort of sensation or that isometric contraction that you just provided with your upper body feels on your belly. Should feel like it's opening the front of your hip or leg that is straight. And the breath work is super important here. And then slowly bring your head back down. Take the left leg back underneath you and switch sides to the right leg. We're going to do the same thing. First, just start with the breath. Let your body settle. Just placing your attention on the front of your left hip. Taking one more round of breath. And then start to prop yourself up onto your forearms again. And then go ahead and push down into your forearms. So notice how like my chest lifts up. And then imagine like you're dragging your chest through your arms, letting the leg that's straight stay really relaxed and heavy on the floor. Keep energetically pulling your chest through your arms. And keep taking those deep breaths. Slowly lower your head down. Bring the right leg back underneath you. And then just shake your hips side to side. Releasing any tension. Now go ahead and come up onto all fours. Get your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And we're just going to start to push into the floor and really round the back. And then I'm not bringing my head all the way down, so you can leave it up so that you're looking in between your hands. Now keep pressing the floor away and keep rounding that spine. And as you do this, also draw your lower belly in, feeling an engagement in your abdominal muscles, and then keeping that sensation of pushing into the floor. Take your right knee and bring it to your right elbow and point your toes and push the knee into the elbow, holding it straight. Hold that contraction, feel the abdominals work, and then place it down. Same thing to the other side. And pushing, feeling my abdominals work. Try not to let your arm move. And then put it down. And we're going to switch. Push, hold, and lower. And push, hold, and lower. Couple more. Push, hold, and lower. Push, hold, and lower. One more. Push, hold, and lower. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing, but you're going to press yourself up into a downward facing dog. Just pedal out your feet here for a moment. Now slowly start to lift your right leg up, squeeze your right butt, and as you shift your weight forward into your arms, take that knee and push it into your right elbow. Point the toes around your back, same way that you did. Reach it back out and pull it in, pushing knee to elbow. And stretch the leg back out. One more time. Push knee to elbow. And then press back, down dog with both feet down. Now the left leg. Reach the left leg up. Bring the knee to the elbow and push. Hold. Reach it back. Exhale forward. Push and hold around the back. And then back. And then come forward again. And then just regular down dog. And then lower down to your knees. Swing your legs to one side and lay on your back. Okay, now from here, start to bring your legs up into a tabletop position. Flex your feet. You're going to take your right hand and put it on the distal end of your right thigh. So I want you to gently start to press isometrically into the leg like you're trying to push it away, but hold, and extend that left leg out and bring it back in. We're going to do it again. Extend left and in. Feel that contraction here. Left in the lower belly. Couple more. Last one. Good. And then switching sides. So left hand onto the distal part of your left thigh. Gently push. Feel the abdominals working. You can put your right hand there if you'd like as you extend and bend the right leg. Notice how I'm not going super low because then I lose the contraction in my abdominals. So you can reach up at a diagonal or even reach straight up. Whatever feels good on your lower back, meaning it shouldn't hurt. And then come to rest. Just bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug, rock side to side. And then slowly lower the feet down, bridge up. Really press your heels into the floor and imagine like you have two ping pong balls behind your knees and you're trying to squeeze them between your upper thigh and your lower leg. Okay, so I feel my hamstrings engaged, my glutes are engaged. You can even feel your glutes to make sure that they're working. And essentially this position is helping us to lengthen out the front of the body here. Take your hands onto your belly and breathe into your lower belly here. And slowly lower the hips down. You can straighten out the legs if you'd like, or leave them bent. Hands either on your belly or at the side. We're just going to seal this mini practice to lengthen and then strengthen the hip flexor or psoas muscle. Just bringing your awareness to the front of the pelvis, to the front of the hips, where we did the work. Noticing how your lower back feels. Maybe noticing how the breath feels, if it feels equal, right and left sides. And then slowly bend one knee at a time. Roll over to the right side. Keep your eyes closed if you wish. And then roll up onto a seated position. Finding your sit bones and grounding them down into the floor. Come sit up nice and tall. Just noticing the effects of a few minutes of practice. Take your hands together at the center of your chest. Bow your head down towards your body, towards your practice. Namaste. So to get into the psoas and into the deeper fibers, this practice is really important if you really want to feel how it feels to get to the depth of the tissue, because oftentimes this muscle that lays so deep within our bodies holds and grips a lot of tension, and sometimes is a cause for a lot of lower back pain and hip pain. So if you felt any difference just in today's session, I really encourage you to keep practicing on a daily or an alternative day practice to help release some of this stickiness that you would normally feel within this session. So keep practicing and stay consistent, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.